Good morning, students. Welcome to 7th Standard Social online class. Students, we are learning History Unit 2, Emergence of New Kingdoms in North India. There are so many Rajput kingdoms that are arose during the medieval period, and we have studied four important Rajput kingdoms, that is Pratigaras, Palas, Chauhans, and Paramaras. In last class, we have learned about Pala dynasty and Chauhan dynasty. Who founded the Vikramasila University? Yes, Dharmapala, he founded the Vikramasila University. And during the period of Chauhans, who was the most prominent ruler? Prithviraj Chauhan. During his period, two important battlefields was fought. The first battle of Tarain 1191 and second battle of Tarain 1192 were fought. Today we are going to see about the contribution of Rajputs to art and architecture. What are the contribution of Rajputs during this period? First we will see art. Students, see here, this is the Rajputs painting, and their painting was called Rajasthani painting. You see here, this is Rajasthani painting. Rajput courts were the centers of culture where literature, music, dance, painting, fine arts and sculpture flourished. So all the cultural activities were developed in the courts of Rajputs. A specific style of Rajput painting, that means they are often focusing on religious themes. We can see the pictures of Ramayana and Mahabharata. So mainly they are focusing the religious side. That is emerged at Rajput courts. Their style of painting is called Rajasthani. Note this one. The Rajput style of painting is called Rajasthani painting. The Rajasthani style of painting we can see at now Bikaner, Jodhpur, Mewar, Jaisalmer. These all places are in Rajasthan. We can see this painting even now. Next, architecture. The Rajputs were great builders. Some of the important examples of the Rajput buildings are the strong fortress of Chittorgarh, Ranthambore and Kumbhalgarh. These three places are in Rajasthan. Then Mandu, Gwalior, Chanderi and Asirgarh were in Madhya Pradesh. The examples of domestic architecture. Domestic means the local Indian style architecture of Rajputs are the palaces of Mansingh at Gwalior, the building of Amber, current we call Jaipur. Jaipur is the capital of Rajasthan, and lake palaces at Udaipur. You see here the lake palaces. This is a lake palace that is in Udaipur, and Jaipur is old name Amber Fort and Gwalior Palace. These are the best architectural example of Rajput. Many of the Rajput cities and palaces stand among the hills in forts or by the side of beautiful artificial lakes. So many of their palaces they constructed on the hills, and they constructed many artificial lake by the side. The castle of Jodhpur, the castle means fortress, in Rajasthan is perched upon a lofty rock overlooking the town. The temples the Rajput rulers they built have won the admiration of architects. The temples in Khajuraho, the Sun Temple in Konark, that is in Odisha, Khajuraho, that is in Bundelkhand, the Dilwara Jain Temple that was constructed in Mount Abu in Rajasthan, and Kendriya Temple at Madhya Pradesh are illustrious example of their architectures. Note this one. This is very important GK question. The Rajputs they built many temple. Among them the illustrious are the Khajuraho Temple, the Sun Temple in Konark, Tilwara Jain Temple in Rajasthan, and Kendriya Temple at Madhya Pradesh. Students, see this. This is Khajuraho Temple, that is in Bundelkhand. Know this one here. It's a very magnificent one, an elegant one. The Khajuraho in Bundelkhand has 30 temples. This temple has 30. It consists of 30 temples. The sigaras of Khajuraho temples are most elegant. You see that the sigaras is most elegant. The exterior and interior parts of the temple are adorned. Adorned means decorated with very fine sculptures. You see here so many sculptures in the exterior part of the temple, and interior also it was decorated by so many sculpture. These temples are dedicated to Jain Tirthankaras. Tirthankara, that is Mahavir, one of the Tirthankara. So these temples, we can see many Tirthankara sculptures inside the temple. Not only that, we can see the Hindu deities like Shiva and Vishnu here. There are 16 Hindu and Jain temples at Ossian. Ossian is a place which is 32 miles away from Jodhpur. This is Ossian temple. See here, this is Ossian temple. It is 30 miles away from Jodhpur. The Jain temple at Mount Abu, that is in Rajasthan, has a white marble hall and a central dome. You see here, central, it consists of a dome of 11 concentric ring and richly carved vaulted ceiling and pillars. The Raksha Bandhan, Rakhi, is a tradition is attributed to Rajputs. So there was a famous festival that was prevailing among the Rajputs, even now also, Raksha Bandhan, commonly called as Rakhi. Raksha means protection. It's a Hindi Sanskrit word. Raksha means protection. Bandhan means to tie. So Raksha is a festival that celebrates brotherhood and love. It is believed that if a woman tie a Rakhi around the wrist of a male member, it means that they are treating them like brothers. Such men are placed under an obligation to protect them. So this is we call Raksha Bandhan. So if a woman she ties a Rakhi around the wrist of a man, she accepted him as her brother. So that the man has to protect her. So this is we call Raksha Bandhan. Rabindranath Tagore, he started a mass, it's a procession, a Raksha Bandhan festival during the partition of Bengal that was conducted in the year 1905. The partition of Bengal that was announced by the British government to disturb the Hindu-Muslim unity, in which they announced partition of Bengal. So to protest this partition of Bengal, Rabindranath Tagore, he started Raksha Bandhan festival, in which he encouraged Hindu and Muslim women to tie a Rakhi on men from other community and make them their brothers. The exercise was designed to counter, to oppose British effort to create a divide between Hindus and Muslims. Now we will see the contribution of Palas to our Indian culture. The Palas were adherents to the Mahayana school of Buddhism. In Buddhism, there were two set of groups, Hinayana group and Mahayana group. The Palas, they followed Mahayana Buddhism. They were generous patterns of Buddhist temples and the famous universities like Nalanda and Vikramasila University. Already we have studied who founded the Vikramasila University. Dharmapala, he founded the Vikramasila University. And Nalanda University was founded by Kumaragupta. These two universities are very important one. It was through their missionaries that Buddhism was established in Tibet. That means the Palas, they sent missionaries to Tibet to spread Buddhism. The celebrated Buddhist monk Adisha, know this name, Adisha is an important Buddhist monk. Monk means saint, who reformed Tibetan Buddhism. He was a president of Vikramasila Monastery. So Adisha, he became the president of Vikramasila Monastery. The Palas also maintained cordial relation. Cordial relation means friendly relation. The Palas, they established friendship with the Hindu Buddhist state like Sailendras of Sumatra and Java. Sumatra and Java now we call Indonesia. So during the period of Palas, they have the friendship relations with the Indonesian island. Under Pala patronage, a distinctive school of art arose called Pala art or East Indian art. So the Pala, they encourage some special school of art. That art we call Pala art or East Indian art. Pala artistic style flourished in present day states of Bihar and West Bengal and also in present day Bangladesh. We can see that East Indian art or Pala art now also, that is in, we can see in Bihar and West Bengal and Bangladesh. It was chiefly represented by bronze sculpture and palm leaf painting celebrating the Buddha and other divinities. So the Pala, they use palm leaf for painting and they also use the bronze metal for making sculptures. And they celebrating the Buddha, not only Buddha, they also celebrating other divinities, other god like Shiva and Vishnu, like that. The Bala bronze sculptures from this area played an important part in the spread of Indian culture in Southeast Asia. This bronze sculpture that was spread out not only in India but also in Southeast Asia. Students, this is palm leaf painting that was flourished during the period of Palas. So today we have studied the contribution of Rajputs to art and architecture. The Rajputs painting we call Rajasthani painting. This is Rajasthani painting and they constructed many palaces like Udaipur Lake Palace, Amber Fort that is in Jaipur and Gwalior Palace. Not only that, their architecture skill is very important and the best example for their architecture, that is Khajuraho temple. See here, this is Khajuraho temple. It consists of how many temples? 30 temples. It was in Bandilkhand. And Sun temple at Konark in Odisha. And Dilwara temple that is in Rajasthan, you see here. This is temple at Ocean. So these are the important architectural skill of Rajputs. Students, today I will give some home assignment. You copy in your classwork note and study well. Thank you.